How you doing? I'm Darren with Ash Kickin' Barbecue, and today we're talking beer can chicken. Beer can chicken is really delicious. It's super easy. You know, you can start it off at 225 degrees for an hour just to get some good smoke on there, or you can just run it at 325 degrees and let it go. It's a quicker cook. That's what I'm going to be doing today. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm using Cookin' Pellets 100% cherry blend pellets, black cherry blend pellets, and they smoke really good even at higher temps, so I don't need that slow start just to get the smoke flavor on it. Plus, poultry really absorbs smoke well, so it's easy to over smoke. So we're going to be cooking on the Pellet Pro 2300 vertical today, and this is going to be absolutely delicious. So let's bring you in and show you how we're going to prep this Busch Light Apple beer can chicken. All right, guys, so in order to prep our beer can chicken here, you can see I got the chicken out of the package and kind of just patted dry the skin. So all we're going to be doing is just getting some olive oil on the skin, just so we have a binder for our rub to stick to. And you don't need to go heavy, you just need a little bit on there. So we're going to go ahead and get this chicken rubbed down. And now that we have our chicken rubbed down, I like to start on the back side, and we're just going to go ahead and give it some nice seasoning on here. Make sure we get a kind of an even application all throughout. Want to get under the wings here. And this stuff smells absolutely wonderful. Like I said, I tried it on just some regular old chicken, and it is delicious. So we'll go ahead and get that all seasoned up there. Just go ahead and press that in. That's looking really good. And then another thing I like to do is I like to go ahead and grab the chicken and just sprinkle a little bit inside too, so we can get a little flavor inside. And I also like to hit the beer with it too, just to get a little seasoning in there. Now that we have our back side seasoned, we'll flip it over. We're going to hit our front side. Just make sure we get a nice application on there. Get our legs. That's looking really good. We'll get the top. And there we go. We got our beer can chicken all seasoned up. If you want to, you can actually peel back some of the skin and get under there. I'm not worried about it today, just because I know this is going to be delicious as is. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and take your beer can chicken holder. Make sure you got your beer in there. And we're just going to go ahead and get this on. And then one thing I like to do too is I like to kind of tuck these wings back here. So we'll go ahead and do that. So you just tuck them back like that. And now that we got the chicken on there, you can touch up any of the seasoning spots that got messed up when you put it on here. So we'll go ahead and do that now. All right, and that is our beer can chicken. It's looking absolutely delicious already. It smells wonderful. So I'm going to meet you guys outside at the Pellet Pro 2300. All right, guys, you can see we have our beer can chicken on our Pellet Pro. We got some good smoke rolling from 100% Black Cherry Pellets from Cookin' Pellets. Now we're just going to let this thing smoke away until our probe alarm goes off at 165 degrees, and then we'll check it. So I'll let you know how long it's been, and we'll see you guys at 165 degrees. All right, guys, so it has been approximately 2 hours. You can see our chicken looks phenomenal. It smells delicious. I can actually really smell that Busch Light apple coming through, and I really like that. We got beautiful skin on here. I probed it with a secondary probe with my MK4. It's reading perfectly in the breast, reading about 165, and it's reading about 192 degrees in the thighs, which is perfect because that's darker meat. It can handle the heat due to the higher fat content. So I'm going to get this inside, and we're going to let it rest for approximately 10 minutes, and then we'll slice into it and see how we did. So I will see you guys during the taste test. All right, guys, we've gone ahead and let our beer can chicken rest. It smells absolutely wonderful. I mean, it smells like apples in here, and this bird looks absolutely delicious. And if you listen, we got nice crispy skin, which is always a plus when you're cooking chicken. And we got that by cooking at 325 degrees. Got that nice high heat. We also have a nice smell of the Cookin' Pellets 100% Black Cherry Blend pellets. It smells absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to try this anymore. I'm going to bring you in while I go ahead and slice into this so you can kind of see how it looks and how juicy it is. So let's bring you in and show you how we're going to slice into this bird and give it a taste test. Now, if you look, you can see all this juice on here. That's not overflow from the beer. That is actually juice from the bird from letting it rest. And again, nice crispy skin. I can't wait to try this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to gently go ahead and get this bird out of there. And it does like to sometimes stick to the can, so be careful here when you're pulling it out. You, number one, don't want to spill hot beer everywhere, and number two, you don't want to drop your chicken. So we're just going to go ahead and get this out. Go ahead and see there, we still got some liquid in there. Just set that off to the side. Get this bird set down. So enough yapping, let's go ahead and slice into this bird. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of take this down right here, and that just kind of comes off. Got a nice thigh. Look at all that juice in there. I mean, that looks absolutely phenomenal. So I'll find that center bone. I'm just gonna kind of slice through here and just cut that off. Nice looking breast there. We'll take that wing off in a second. But man, that looks absolutely awesome. Nice and juicy still. Let's go ahead and take that wing off. That looks awesome. So let's go ahead and slice into it. Knife just cuts like butter. Oh yeah, absolutely juicy. I cannot wait to try this. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this off to the side because I got some other plans with this chicken. So we're gonna go ahead and just try the breast today. Like I said, extremely juicy, absolutely tender. I mean, look how easy that falls apart. So enough talking. I'm gonna bring you out and we're gonna go in for this taste test. All right, guys, got a piece of this breast here. I'm gonna go ahead and get it in some of the juice. I'm really excited to try that PS seasoning cockadoodle brew on here, the beer can chicken rub, and this looks absolutely delicious. So cheers. This is one of the best chickens I've cooked in a very long time. Now, of course, the apple flavor from the beer doesn't come through, but this is some extremely juicy chicken, and I mean, it is extremely tender. The PS Seasonings Cockadoodle Brew Rub is lights out on this. I mean, this is fantastic. You pair that with the Busch Light apple beer, tenderizing the meat, getting some of that steam in there, and then also the cooking pellets, 100% black cherry blend pellets. This is a lights out recipe. I highly recommend this. I'm gonna slice me off another piece. And this juice on the cutting board is just awesome to dip this in. I mean, wow. I mean, look how tender that is. You can just go ahead and just pretty much shred it as is. Guys, like I said, this is one of the best chickens I've cooked in a very, very long time. I will 100% be cooking this recipe again, and I highly recommend that you give it a shot yourself. You will not be disappointed. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.